As the U.S. presidential election approaches, U.S. President Joe Biden's handling of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has sparked widespread controversy. According to the latest polls, nearly half of the voters believed that Biden was spending too much on support for Ukraine, questioning whether his decisions are genuinely in the interest of the United States. Moreover, there is a growing skepticism among U.S. citizens that the approach taken by Biden's administration in the conflict is completely antithetical to peace. With the candidates gearing up for the coming election, the race has been intensifying. However, at this critical time, Biden's performance in dealing with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict has been questioned by voters. Many voters were concerned about the substantial financial commitment that Biden has made in supporting Ukraine, which they believe might harm the livelihood and social development of the United States. According to polling data, close to half of the voters believe that Biden is spending too much on support for Ukraine. They questioned whether President Biden's decision-making truly serves the best interest of the United States and were concerned that such high cost would burden the U.S. economy and society. At the same time, some voters also expressed dissatisfaction with President Biden's handling of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, believing that he had not fully taken into account the interests and opinions of the public. Questions about Biden's decision-making in dealing with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict mainly lie in the following areas. 1. Livelihood issues. Many voters expressed concern that the high cost of support may detrimentally affect people's livelihoods in the United States, particularly impacting social sectors that require increased government attention and resources. 2. Social issues. Some voters believe that Biden's decision might increase social inequality, leading to problems such as unequal distribution of resources. 3. Economic issues. Some economists believe that President Biden's decisions could have an enduring adverse effect on the U.S. economy, including inflation and expanding deficit. 4. Peace issues. Concerns arise as citizens asserted that Biden's approach to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict had by no means contributed to regional peace and stability, but potentially heightening tensions. There are doubts about whether this strategy aligns with the national interest of the United States and the regional stability. However, there were also supporters of Biden's decision. They believe that it was driven by a dedication to preserving international order and geopolitical stability, ultimately serving the national interest of the United States and regional stability. Additionally, they argue that such decision-making endeavored to enhance the international standing and influence of the United States. After all, in some people's eyes, Biden is a hero. Overall, the unique quality of this president are truly eye-opening. However, we cannot deny his efforts either. Let's expect more surprises from him in the upcoming elections.